announcing the arrival of World Travelers Toastmasters Club number 079679339.
We have proven that we do not have to be in the same room to be united, to encourage each other, to succeed, and to celebrate together.
Hello, Toastmasters, most welcome guests. What do you get when you mix leadership, resilience, and a whole lot of heart? You get Tamami Nagayama. Since joining Toastmasters back in 2020, she has led with purpose. She's led as area director and led again as club coach. Now, icing on the cake, she's now the club president of World Travelers Toastmasters Club. She's a full-time professional and a proud mother of 4, and living proof that busy people just get things done, but they do it with grace. Her favorite quote from Marcus Aurelius says, "You have the power over your mind, not outside events." Tamami brings that strength and calmness into every room she enters. Please join me in welcoming the president of World Travelers Toastmasters Club, Madame President Tamami Nagayama.
Thank you, Ram, for the beautiful introduction. Welcome, everyone. Delighted to meet you all here tonight again. It's been 10 months since I led this term as a club president, and it's already time to nominate our new excodes. Our theme of this term is Voices with Global Vision, Empower, Transform, and Lead. Did you know that? Have you remembered that? You have been with us this year. Did you have a global vision? Did you empower? Did you transform? And have you led yourself and your friends with your journey? Let's give it a thought tonight as we go through our meeting today. Let me welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Kathy, who is, as I call it, sunflower of this club. What do I mean by that? You will know if you see her face. She brings showers of smiles to all of us. Let me welcome Kathy.
Thank you very much, Club President Tamami Yamagayaga, and welcome everyone to World Travelers Toastmasters Club. This is our meeting, and today, like what Ram has shared with us, the theme is Building Global Team. Now, to build a team, we have many role holders that will help us to ensure that all things go smooth. And with that, I'd like to introduce one of our role holders today and have them share with us what's their role. And let us invite Timer, Distributional Master, Past International Director, Shanta Nunes.
Do you want me to explain the role? Is
Yes,
that what you're
please.
asking?
Yes.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure. I'm so new. I'm just learning how this club works. What are the speech times today, please?
We have 2 speeches and 1 panel discussion.
Okay, I haven't seen anything, so I'm not sure what the times are.
No problem. Let me help you with that because there's some changes in our program today. And with that, I'd like to share a bit. So today we'll have 2 prepared speeches. One of it is a 10 to 12 minutes presentation that will be on our Successful Club series. And the second speaker will be presenting a project speech from level 3, and that's 5 to 7 minutes. We have also a talk show, which is a 20-minute session. And I believe that we will have the timing cues from Sandra, who will share with us more when each segment is up. Nonetheless, we also have our table topics as well as evaluations.
Okay, so let me just make sure I have this right. So we have a 10 to 12 minute speech. So the green
Yes.
slide at 10 minutes, the yellow slide at 11 minutes, and the red slide at 12 minutes. And you have 30 seconds to wrap up. And then we have a 5 to 7 minute speech. So the green slide at 5 minutes, the yellow slide at 6 minutes, and the red slide at 7 minutes. And we'll wrap that up. And then how do you time the panel?
I believe the panel we will be giving as an overall cue. Silva, can I have the confirmation if you like your sequence to be 10, 15, 20, or you prefer to be 16, 18, 20?
10, 15, 20, please. Thank you.
10, 15, 20?
So you want the green slide at 10 minutes and the yellow slide at 15 minutes?
Yes.
And then when's the red slide? I didn't hear.
20?
At 20. Okay, so
Yeah.
at 20, and then you have 30 seconds to wrap that up. In this club, do you explain the timing for the table topics and the evaluators right now as well, or do you wait till those sections?
I think we can go for it now.
Okay, so if you're participating in table topics, you've got 1 to 2 minutes, and you'll see the green slide at 1 minute, the yellow slide at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and the red slide at 2 minutes. You have 30 seconds to wrap that up. And then for evaluators, you'll have 2 to 3 minutes. So the green slide at 2 minutes, the yellow slide at 2.5, and the red slide at 3 minutes. You have 30 seconds to wrap up.
And there you have it. Please, roll holders and speakers, keep to the time so that we can end our meeting in a very smooth and very concise time frame. Thank you very much, Sandra.
Thank you.
Next, we'd like to invite our R counter to share with us her role and to give us the word of the day. Now I invite our Sim Sanu.
Thank you very much, Kathy. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear Toastmasters fellows and guests. Today I'm the hack counter. During the meeting, I will listening for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including a. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or this means, this means, this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And next, if you notice our agenda, we have a very special role, which is grammarian. And this is not by 1, but by 2. And therefore, I would like to invite them to each share with us their roles. I'd like to invite our grammarian number 1, and that's Mariam, to share with us her role.
Hello, everyone. Yes, as Kathy said, today we'll have 2 grammarians. So as one of the grammarians, today I will focus on the good use of words, while my partner will listen to grammar. I'll be listening to how you choose your words. because good word choice makes your message stronger, clearer, and more interesting. For example, instead of using simple or repeated words like very good or nice, we try to use more specific and powerful words. So I'll also listen for variety, not repeating the same words too often. And the word of the day is vivid, which means something that is clear, strong, and full of life. For example, she gave a vivid description of her trip. And at the end, I will share some good examples that I will hear from the speakers. Back to you, Kathy.
Well, Miriam, I've just received news. Our grammarian number 2 is held up at work. Therefore, you will not only do on word choices, but you will also give us your opinions and feedback on the grammar that's being used today. Can you do that?
Okay, yeah, of course, I'll be glad to do that.
Thank you very much, Miriam. And to lead in those segments, we have our general evaluator, and I invite distinguished Toastmaster Jasmine Smith to share with us her role.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the day. Like rain, Frank Clark said, criticism should be gentle enough to nourish a man's growth without destroying his roots. As the general evaluator, I will take notes on everything that happens and doesn't happen in the meeting. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of preparation, organization, and performance of duties. As Toastmasters, we evaluate to motivate. The recommendations will be sandwiched between commendations. And so when I'm called upon to do so, I will share my report.
Thank you very much. Now we'll move on to our first segment, which is on prepared speeches. Can I invite our timer to raise a virtual hand so that our speakers will be able to locate the timer and to see the time cue easier. Thank you very much. Now, our first prepared speech is actually a presentation on the Successful Club series. Now, as you're aware that with the revamp on pathways, there's additional requirements for everyone in order to fulfill their roles. Now, Successful Club series is a set of 10 to 15 minutes educational speeches that focus on improving the quality of club meeting with tips on attracting and maintaining members. And today, our presenter will be sharing on item 294, which is creating the best club climate. Now, this module will share information on techniques for creating and maintaining a healthy club environment. A little bit more about our presenter today. She is on the path of visionary communication, and this is a level 3 project. Diane is our member from Indonesia, and she began her Toastmasters journey in Bali, Indonesia. Spent half a decade working in the hospitality industry. She loves traveling, nature, and tea, and is passionate about mental health, well-being, and self-development. She's also an author, thinker, and lifelong learner. She believes that the best investment people can make is in themselves, and Toastmasters is one of the best investment. And with that, she'd like to share with us on creating the best club climate. Speech title is The Club Climate. Her evaluator will be Distinguished Toastmasters Ramesh Halai. Let's welcome our presenter, Diane Halusi Saidin.
Thank you so much, our Toastmaster of the day, editor. Am I audible and visible? All right, let me share my screen. Can everyone see my screen? Give me a moment. Creating the best club climate. Fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guests, and friends, have you ever walked into a meeting and sensed something before a single word was spoken? Not the agenda, not the speeches, but the atmosphere, a sense of ease or hesitation, encouragement, quiet judgment, or intimidation. That invisible presence is what we call club climate. Over the past 5 years, I have been part of 5 Toastmaster clubs, 1 in-person meeting, and 4 online clubs across culture and different countries. Different style, different dynamic, different level of experience. Yet one truth remains a constant. A club's success is not defined by what it does, but by how it feels to be part of it. What saves climate? I believe many of you here are experienced Toastmasters. At certain point in your Toastmaster journey, the fundamentals are no longer the challenge. You know how to run the meeting, understand the rules, deliver speeches, give evaluation, and have experience in leadership roles. But what distinguishes one club from another is much less tangible. It is the difference between a place where a people participate and a place where people commit, between a meeting that is merely attended and a meeting space that is eagerly anticipated. That difference is the climate. And climate is not accidental. It is shaped quietly, consistently by what we accept, tolerate, reinforce, and what we model. What actually saves that feeling? There are 2 pillars that are deciding factor for club climate. First, the learning environment. Second, member interaction. This is a simple in concept, but not always easy in practice. Have you ever seen a club where everything worked perfectly? Agenda, timing, execution. Yet something still felt missing. And have you seen other clubs, less polished but deeply engaging, where people felt safe and participated freely? The difference was not a structure, it was a climate. There is nothing wrong with both clubs. Each have their own unique value and attract its own members. The only difference is the climate. One may resonate with you and the other may not. Some members may resonate more with club that has a formal or mature audience. Others may prefer more interaction in relaxed, less formal environment. It depends on their individual preference. This means climate is not saved by a big moment. It is saved by regular behavior. So how does a club create a strong climate? It begins with what people see and experience. Not only in one meeting, every single meeting. We cannot judge one club just because we attend only one meeting. In most strong and sustainable club, there is a quiet consistency. First, member arrive prepared, not on obligation, but respect. Second, they support others, not occasionally, but naturally. Third, they step forward, not when convenience, but when needed. Over time, something powerful happens. The club feels aligned, it feels steady, it feels valuable, it feels supported. And sometimes the member who save the culture of the club are not always the most visible or the loudest. They are the most consistent. And often the impact of that consistency can be felt by the member and the people in the groups. Welcome guests. How we welcome guests to keep coming to our club. For a guest, The first meeting is more than an introduction. It is a decision point, both informational and evaluative. They are not only watching, entertaining, and listening to the speech, but also asking themselves, do I feel comfortable here? Do I see myself in this room? Do I belong? Do I align with this club and my future goals? I remember my first Toastmasters meeting. I did not join the first club I attended. I joined the one where I felt a sense of ease and belonging. No one explained it, but I feel it. So the club I chose was not the first one I visited, but the one where the people, the atmosphere, and the sense of belonging suited me the most. And the club climate made me feel safe and the sense of belonging that aligned with my long-term purpose. So that is what guests respond to. Not just what we say, but how we make them feel. The club climate cannot always be explained, but it is felt. However, creating a good first impression, it is only the beginning. The real test climate is not only attraction, it is retention. Why do members stay? Why do you have to stay in one club and not in others? So most people stay where they feel supported, recognized, valued, treated fairly. Strong and sustainable clubs do this intentionally. They mentor new members, they notice progress, they give thoughtful, balanced evaluation, they foster connection and camaraderie. Because growth does not happen in pressure alone. It happens in an environment of trust. And when that trust exists, members don't just participate. They invest their time, energy, money, idea. And this can lead us to final reflection. Keep your cup thriving. Now let me invite you to reflect, not on your club structure, but on its experience. When people walk into your club meeting, do they feel encouraged? Do they feel safe? Do guests, new members, and even long-time members feel seen? Do members grow not only as a speaker, but also as individuals, leaders, and human beings? Because climate is not created by policies. It is created by choices, small choices, consistent choices. In every meeting, every interaction, and every response. It is shaped by how we listen, acknowledge, support, and show up for one another. So the next time you walk into a meeting, pause for a moment. Look at around you, the people, the feelings, not just at what is happening, but at what is being felt. And ask yourself, what kind of climate am I creating today? Because each of us, member, guest, executive committee, we all contribute, whether we realize it or not. When that contribution becomes intentional, something powerful begins to happen. Meetings become more than agenda. Speeches become more than performance. Clubs become more than organization. They become space where people feel safe, but also brave enough to fail, supported enough to grow. And in those spaces, confidence is built, voices are discovered, potential is realized. So in Toastmasters, we don't just run effective meetings. We create environments where people become more than they were yesterday. And this is how we don't just sustain our club, we elevate them. And that is the reason how we keep our club thriving. Keep your club thriving. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmasters of the Day.
Thank you very much, our presenter, Deanne. And that is creating the best club climate. It's all about us, about each and every one of us. Now, our second speaker today will be sharing a speech on Dynamic Leadership Level 3 project, Deliver Social Speeches. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice delivering social speeches in front of a club member. The evaluator today is Eliza Juliana, Distinguished Toastmaster. Speech title, The Idea I Never Said. Let us welcome our speaker, Letitia Rakimba, the Idea I Never Said.
Hello, everyone. Have you ever had a great idea? I mean, like a really great idea. An idea that was so clear, so vivid, but instead of sharing it, you just kept it to yourself. Not because you didn't care, not because you didn't know, but just because you overthought your idea. If you haven't, I have. And let me tell you about it. That idea didn't stay quiet too long. At work, I would say a couple of years ago, we were going through a challenging time. Deadlines were very tight, the pressure was very high, and late night became normal. You know those nights when you say, just one more email, and all of a sudden it's 10 p.m., those nights. So one day, the team had a meeting, and the goal was very simple. Find ways to meet deadlines without burnout. And I had a great idea, a good one, a practical one, something that could actually help us work smarter, no longer. And I told myself, this is your moment. But for some reason, my thoughts took over me. What if it doesn't make sense? What if your idea has already been thought of? What if you don't explain it well? And just like that, my confidence disappeared. So instead of speaking, I stood quiet. So a few minutes later, someone else spoke up. And guess what? They shared the exact same idea that I had. Same concept, same solution, just different words. And all of a sudden, the room light up. Everybody was like, oh, that's a great idea. That could really help us. Let's move on with your idea. And for some reason, I was just sitting there smiling on the outside, of course, but inside me, I was burning. And I was thinking, that sounded really good when they said it. And in that moment, I realized something very important. It wasn't that I lacked ideas. It wasn't that I wasn't capable. I simply let overthinking be louder than my voice. And what was the cause? Not just a missed idea, but a missed opportunity. I had the opportunity to speak up. I was quiet. I had the opportunity to contribute, to grow, and to be seen. But I failed. So from that day, I made a promise to myself. Next time, I will speak. Even my voice shakes. Even if my idea is not perfect. And even if my mind tries to stop me like it did. You know why? Because silence was no longer an option for me. So let me ask you this. How many ideas are you guys holding back right now? I know a lot of us do. I still do. I'm trying not to go back, but how many times Do we sit in meetings, conversation with friends or family members, or just in life in general, and we let our doubt win? Here's is the truth. Your idea doesn't have to be perfect to be valued. So one thing I'm going to ask you guys, next time, when you feel that hesitation going through your head, that voice telling you to wait, not to speak, please don't listen to that voice. Don't make the same mistake that I did. Speak up. Raise your voice. Be loud. Be seen. Because the only thing worse than a bad idea is an idea that never get a chance. So let your ideas have a chance. Speak up. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Letitia. And yes, I shall follow your suggestion. There is no such thing as a bad idea. It's only when you don't voice it out to clarify any doubts that you might have. And with that, we would like to move to our second segment for today, which is on a talk show about multicultural leadership. Now, our moderator, she has an extensive experience on working with groups that span over different countries and multicultural. She has been an active Toastmaster since 2008. 2008. 2008, that's how long? It's almost 15, 17? Oh, just because I can't count, it doesn't mean that I can skip that. But it shows us how long she has been an active Toastmaster. Currently, she serves as Region Advisor for Region 9 with 5 districts. Now, outside of Toastmasters, she's involved in other international organizations and recently appointed as President Commissioner of Cooperative Union of Chevron Caltex employees. On the professional work, she has international working experience in several different countries and engaged in energy industries from oil and gases to geothermal industry for over 18 years. And let's welcome our moderator for this talk show, Distinguished Toastmaster, Region Advisor, Civil Voice.
Thank you so much, Madam Past District Director Katie. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the second segment. It's called the talk show. It's not every day we have this kind of talk show. Why? Because the panels are extremely amazing, wonderful speakers that you could ever think. They are all club presidents. So we are very grateful to have our 3 club presidents with us. Let me call them one by one, and I would like to introduce them as well. The first one is the club chartered president. So she is none other than Eliza Juliana Zubaidi, Distinguished Toastmasters. She served as the club president for our beloved club, World Travelers Toastmasters Club, in 2022 to 2023. She actually joined Toastmasters back in 2019, and she already achieved the DTM not only one but twice. She is currently serving as the club vice president of membership. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Distinguished Toastmasters Eliza. All right, wonderful. The second panel is Ramesh Halai, Distinguished Toastmasters. So he served as the club president in 2024 to 2025. So ladies and gentlemen, Ramesh is a dedicated Toastmaster since 2014, a member of 3 different clubs, and has served 3 terms as president, as well as area director, club coach, and club mentor. He's an experienced IT architect and has worked with retails in UK and internationally. He's married with 3 children and a grandchild. His personal motto that if opportunity knocks, you should really answer. So please join me in welcoming the one and only Ram Halai. All right. The final panelist is our very own Tamami Nagayama. She's currently serving as our current club president 2025-2026. She is extremely passionate about self-development and pushing beyond her comfort zone. Since joining Toastmasters in 2020, her journey has opened the door to experiences that she never expected before. Living in Japan, she balances a full-time career while raising 4 daughters and values the chance to connect with international members. Please join me in welcoming the final panelist, Tamami Nagayama. All right, wonderful. I'm so excited to have these 3 people together in one frame. Such an honor for me. I have several questions, and I believe, audience, if you have questions, you can always put in the chat. I'll pick the most suitable one. But the first questions, I'll go to our first club president, Liza. Liza, could you please share us what actually the basic idea of chartering World Travelers Toastmasters Club on March 11, 2022? So it has been 4 years. What's actually the basic idea?
Thank you very much for our moderator, Zilva. 4 years back was 4 years back was the time when almost pandemic. It's a pandemic time. And there are a few people in World Travelers that following our international president, that following him for the international president world tour. And during that time, I just lost my mom, and I found courage just listening to him. And actually, there is a few gossips that Eliza is the stalker of Richard Peck, but I'm not a stalker. I am a person that find a consult, and when I heard his voice, and it's just like he's a given by the heaven for me to make me happier. So I don't know what is a Toastmaster all about, but thank you to Ramesh, thank you to him that introduced me to one of the meeting where I met Richard Peck for the first time, which is in Mongolia. And I've, together with Ram, and there is one guy named David, I forget the name, we follow him for 100 countries. And we have many people following after that. And we are getting a bigger family, and we just don't want to lose that. And when I was become a area director, my division director, which is a good friend of mine, and also Kathy, during that time, she was my DD, they are the one who forced me to charter this club. Same, like Leticia, I don't have the courage. I am a very shy person, and I'm also, I don't know what to do, but Kathy kept pushing me, we need to charter a club, we need to charter a club, until I call everyone and they say like, yeah, we want to charter. The first thing that we want to charter the club is because I don't want to lose all my friends that been with me. And during that time, pandemic is getting over. I'm getting harder to meet them because they keep telling me that, oh, don't have an online meeting anymore. We are going to be a physical. So I told them, no, we are going to have online because I need to see you. And I don't want to lose all my friends. So World Travelers was chartered during the birthday of Richard Peck to commemorate him, to thank him, and also we chartered this club for friendship that we built during the hard time, during the pandemic.
That's wonderful, Eliza.
Yep.
So actually, it was built in concept of friendship, to stay close with friends through online meetings. Wonderful, Eliza. I love that idea. So now I go to the second question. Can I go to Ram?
Of
All
course.
right, Ram. So it has been 4 years and you still stay with World Travelers? What makes you stay?
This is a wonderful table topics style question. Why do we stay? It's like your family, isn't it? So your mother and your father and your brother and your sister, you can't get rid of them even if you try. They just follow you around again and again and again. But seriously, why do we stay? We stay because I think this club is a little bit unique in that normally you have club members local to where you live, and you can pop to their house and you can see them face to face. But here, the only time you can see them is through club meetings. So this is our extended family, if you will, and I'm here mainly because I'm I'm trying to shorten my words based on what Dan McGill said earlier on. Yeah, I'm here basically because there is still so much to learn, and if you're still enjoying yourself, why wouldn't you still remain a member? So what I personally get from this club is variety and learnings. So as long as I'm continuing to learn things and continue to be challenged, which everybody in this club does, then I'll continue to be a member of this fantastic club. Thank you for your questions, Over.
Oh, wonderful, Ram. I love. So the things that keep you stay is that not only the people, definitely people, friends, as our extended family, but also there's a lot of things that you can learn still, and the variety of the meetings as well. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ram. So now I fly to Japan to ask Tamami Nagayama. All right, Tamami, what are you most proud of being part of World Travelers?
Thank you, Zilva. I'm proud of being friends of all of you. Proud of being connected to members around the globe and working together towards a goal, which is to improve ourselves, to better ourselves in public speaking skills and leadership skills. All of you here have same kind of idea that you all want to level up, wanting to improve and wanting to learn, willing to learn new things, as just Ram said. And that just makes me proud that I'm one of one of you friends all. Yes.
Oh, Tamami, that's such a very sweet, sweet answer. To be honest, I'm also so proud to have you as our club president, being part of your exco team. It's such a wonderful thing to have. Now, I'll give one questions that apply to three of you presidents. So during your time, what do you think the most challenging part serving as club president? Eliza, starting, after the COVID Ram, we changed to new normal, and Tamami, now we already settled. What do you think the most challenging part during your term, Eliza?
During my time, actually, how to say, many people are tired of online, and many people is celebrating to be back to offline. And during that time, I need to make sure that we are making our club as fun as possible, attract many as more people to join, and make sure that we still connect and have the engagement, also enthusiasm about our club. So I push everyone, not only me, but all the exco to to make sure that we still have the engagement with our members. And one thing for sure, members need a love. So during that time, when everybody try to be offline, we pull them back, come online. Online still have many things to do. So I'm very proud that time I have a very, until today actually, we have a very good members and also very creative in making things. So we can make like Harry Potter's, we make an event with like a Pokemon, which make people like, what is this club all about? Yeah. So that's how we make sure that people is still excited to be an online members club.
Definitely, Eliza. How about you, Ram?
Thank you, Silva. I think the challenge with most executive roles, not just president, is time. After, as Eliza said, after we went back to work, all of a sudden we're now having to balance even more workload within a finite amount of time. So I think that's one of the things I personally struggled with. The president role can be a challenging role if you do not have a good executive team. Fortunately for me, I had a great executive team, which meant that actually it wasn't really a burden. It was more of a soft guidance. And the team was actually an automatic pilot anyway. I think where leadership really comes into play, or good leadership really comes into play, is where you have a club struggling and it needs stronger guidance and a change in direction. So, as an example, Eliza talked about people now going back to face-to-face meetings. If we saw a drastic reduction in membership, then the president's role would be significantly harder because you have to rally the troops around. So you must do something, you must do something, you must do something. But I think we are fortunate in many regards because this was when we started out an advanced club. So you already have lots of experience already, and this club already has so much leadership experience. So I don't believe anybody was truly struggling from that perspective. But for me, the biggest struggle I personally faced was time.
The time, right. Thank you, Ram. And the final one, Tamami, the challenge that you experienced as the club president.
Yes. This term, we opened our club to all members, and advanced or new and non-new members also. And the number of our members has expanded really to a great level. We have 30 something members now. So my challenge was similar to Eliza, but slightly in a different perspective to engage new members to our club and get everyone, senior and new members, all engaged together. Senior members mentoring new members learning how to get involved and how to get into pathways. And I try to, because our club is online, we have only this meeting platform to meet each other. So my challenge was to let everybody know who is our new member. It was a challenge for myself sometimes when we got like 3-4 members at a time. Everyone need to know who are our new members, and everyone to get to know each other. I try to access to each member so that they will know I'm the president.
Yeah.
That was my challenge. I hope everyone, most of you now know each other's name and face and which country they are from. But for some of you, maybe you don't have enough time to come to every meeting. So when you come, please try to remember the face and names, and also try to, message each other, other meeting to get to know each other. Yeah, my challenge is that. To
Yes,
let
thank
everyone
you.
get involved.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tamami. So I can summarize that since we are the online club, like Liza said, that we need to make our meeting, become more creative, interesting, and exciting so people will come. But Ram also mentioned about the time, to balancing the time also and considering also we stay in different parts of the words. And don't forget to get to know each other, like Tamami said, because again, we are online. We don't meet each other every day, except, probably Eliza, Kathy, Mariam, and Fatima are same country, but different parts. Definitely, this is the time when we actually can see each other through the Zoom platform. So I have a question from the chat here from Traza Safadogo. So this is specific for Eliza. So Eliza, could you please share to us what steps that basically you take to develop the mastery of, train someone, because she said that you are the masters of recruiter and networker.
This is a hard question actually, because everybody know that I'm a bad mentor. I'm a bad teacher, but I like to share whatever I can share with everyone. So if you all remember about 2024 when we have our 20 hours non-stop meeting, actually I put 10 people as a leaders. So that 10 leaders actually is the generation of me. I try to create a new Eliza. That's the idea where everyone need to communicate with all the VIPs, PIDs. Because when people say that, oh, only Eliza know from these people, I try to give the context to everyone. So I also try to, if I know someone, I bring to everyone. The problem is, I don't know how all of you can be out from your comfort zone. Because as all of you know, I'm a very shy person. But because of Toastmaster, I become somebody that I don't care. Yeah, and we need to be the glue to everyone. So the step of making this club actually known by everyone, it's, I don't know how to say it because I still need to learn how to use a very good word, but just be crazy, be different, and make sure that what you are doing is never now other people doing. So when remember 5 years ago when we invite the 4 international president, the woman international president, that's the first time even the headquarters say that this is the first time why it's happened in World Travelers, not in the HQ. So there is a few things that we can create something that outside of the box, outside of other people think. But when we can do something like that, I believe that people will see us, everybody will have the time to shine, not only Eliza.
Thank you, Eliza, for sharing that experience and also the tips and tricks. Hope it will be beneficial for everyone here. Now, the final question. Oh, it's already wrapped. Short message from three of you. Why you should be the excos and take role in executive committee in this club. Why? Starting from Tamami, Ram to Eliza. Simple, short, and sweet.
Simple, short, and sweet. If being an exco, you will see the real the cream of the top of World Travelers Toastmasters Club.
Ram?
Sweet, short.
Thank you, Tamami. It's really getting out of your comfort zone. This is what Eliza said previously. If you've never been on a committee and never done a committee role before, then you should be putting your hand up. Why? Because it's something new that you're going to learn. Nobody wants to be on the committee role. They're kind of pressured into it. But every time I've been on and done the role, I've really enjoyed it. Why? Because you get to meet other great people in the team. And it's a great feeling to be part of a great team. Thank you, Silva.
Eliza.
I love all of you. I love the organization. I love the World Travelers, and I don't want to lose all of you. And I know as long as I can be the glue for everyone, even I'm not an exco, I will train the new exco to make sure that all of you are still glued in World Travelers.
Wonderful. So I thank to all the panelists, ladies and gentlemen, please show your love. Put your hands to the three panelists, Eliza, Ram, and Tamami. And what they always mention is that the foundation of this club is the love, friendship, and the family. And everything it starts from the club. So go apply for the EXCO role for the next term, and we will work together, learn from each other, and share
Hilda,
them.
can I add
Yes,
something?
Leticia. Yes,
Yeah, same like what Leticia said. You need to speak what you have in your mind. Don't be like Leticia, keep it, then after that you regret it. So everyone, if you want to become an exco, you have an idea, just put your name. Because why? World Travelers is belong to all of us. And all of us are the one that going to make it bigger and bigger.
thank you, everyone. So that to be all for this panel discussion. I hope you learned something from this. And if you would like to know more about our presidents, you can always reach them in private. So I'm going to hand over now to our Toastmasters of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Caddy. Thank you once
Thank
again,
you very
Pat.
much. Thank you very much, our moderator for our talk show, Sylvia, as well as our three panelists, Eliza, Ram, and Tamami. Ladies and gentlemen, today our club meeting theme, once again, I'd like to remind everyone, it is on building global team leadership lessons from multicultural collaboration. Now, in line with this theme, our table topic segment will be focusing on diversity life. And with that, I'd like to invite our table topic master for the day. She is currently serving as our area P1 director in District 80. She is someone who will glue and bring people together, not only with her passion, but also with her great cooking skills. I am very fortunate to be able to taste a dish that she has cooked recently, and I'm sure that for those who are fortunate to be in the same vicinity, you will know what I mean. And let's welcome our table topic master of today, Yuliani.
Thank you, Kathy. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's your time to speak. Especially for new member or for visitor today. We give you opportunity to speak because we have table topics. Let me share my screen with you. Can you see my screen?
Can.
Okay, I'm not sure how to make it big one. Give me a moment.
Maybe you can
like
change it.
this?
Yes.
Okay, table topic. Table topic is impromptu speaking. That means you given topic on the dot. So there are many ways to answer the question, but today this method will be easy for us to use. That is very popular method, prep, where you give point, whether you agree or disagree, you give the reason, example, and then wrap up the conclusion with the point why you agree or disagree. Because today we will have pair up. So one person will agree to the statement. The second person will disagree with the statement. But no debate in here. It's only agree or disagree. Your opinion are valuable. No debate today. Every speaker will given 1 minute. Remember, 1 minute. First speaker, the timing will be until green color. Second speaker until the color of the timer is yellow. Is that clear? If clear, I would like to invite 2 persons who want to step out from the comfort zone. Eliza, and who else?
Susanna.
Pair. Eliza, you, yeah?
Susanna Smith.
Okay.
How about the timing? Each of us speak for 1 minute.
Yes. Each of you speak of 1 minute. First speaker will be agree, second speaker will be disagree, and this is the question. Diversity, this is the statement. Diversity slow decision making.
I agree with this statement. Because of this diversity have a lot of rules that we need to ask everyone. Sometimes to talk to people from all around the world or from around area, we need more time. We need to call, and if I want to talk to people in America, I need to wake up until midnight. And if I want to talk to people in Africa, it's 8 hours behind me. So everything, the decision will make it very, very hard and take it so much time. So sometimes diversity is making all the decision very slow. Susanna, your turn.
I disagree. Diversity doesn't slow the decision-making process. It opens it up to thought. It opens it up to clarity. Things that we don't think about because we grew up in a certain place and culture. It then takes other cultures and it allows the collaboration of making a decision more impactful, more thought out, and more inclusive to everyone, not just to the people that we grew up with, that we learn from, that we think like. So when you add diversity to a decision-making process, you actually open it up to answering questions and having thought on things that might come up later that could have been handled in that meeting or in that first session because you wouldn't have thought of them in the moment. So when you have diversity, you allow for others and you allow for speeding up the process of asking the right question and getting the right answer.
Well done, well done. Thank you for your tips. I would invite second and third and fourth. Okay, Ram and timer
I want to
Sandra.
try. Oh,
Sorry. Who? Sandra, do you want to take?
I just have a question. I was a little bit unsure of when I would show the timing cards. Do you just want me to show the red at 1 minute? Or do you want me to show the slides like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute?
No, 1 minute green, 1 minute, then after that second, 2 minutes yellow.
First minute, green. Second minute, yellow.
Oh, okay. I apologize then. I was confused because when you opened, you said the speakers were only speaking for 1 minute. So I thought you had changed the timing to just allow them to speak for 1 minute. So I'm good now. Thank you.
Because like this, if the first speaker maybe finish before 1 minute, we still can give the time to continue until the second speaker. So the time to speaker will be 2 minutes.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that
I've got
clear?
it. So they combined, they have the regular time amount. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. So second part of pair will be Ram and Surya. And this is your question. Language differences create communication barriers.
Me first, yeah. Language differences create communication barriers. I agree because we do we just do our habits every day. I'm Indonesian. It's kind of easy for me to speak Indonesia, but when I have to speak other language, it's so difficult because I think twice. First, I think what it means, and then what I have to say to reply it. Yeah, it's kind of longer. Yeah, and it make me misunderstanding. Yeah, it can make misunderstanding about me and other people and break the communication. So I agree.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, I obviously I have to take the other side, right, which is I disagree. I think we've lost something, this special skill that we had when we were children, because you don't see or hear children complaining. They don't say, I don't understand what this other person's saying. When you're at the nursery, they're happy and they play along and they never complain. At least they never complain about communication barriers. They complain, against this person's taken my toy, or I can't play this, I can't play it, but they never talk about communication barriers. So I think we've actually lost something since we were children. And we have now introduced this new barrier ourselves. So instead of looking for ways to remove barriers, we've actually found ways to add barriers. So I disagree. I personally think language is absolutely fantastic. I'm actually learning a new language right now. My wife doesn't understand me either, but that's a different story. Back to you, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master.
Very great, great.
And who? And you can choose your pair, Elias.
Oh, I will choose my twinsy, Eliza.
I did.
Hey, see already done. Another
Okay,
person, please.
okay then. Tamami, are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, Elias and Tamami. This is your question. Huh. Do you see my okay. Diversity reduces team efficiency. Elias?
Oh, should I go with the pro or?
Agree.
Oh, I should go agree. Okay. I'll start. I don't believe at all for diversity. Diversity is reducing team efficiency. I cannot talk in Japanese, my proud of language. I'm a Surabayan English spoken people. So if I can speak with the people with my local language, it makes me better to communicate with each others. And this is why team efficiency will be better if I speak with my local Japanese English. And if you understand this, welcome to the beautiful of Japanese English. So yes, learn Japanese English and you will become a better speaker when you are coming to Japanese, when you're coming to Java and you are meeting me in person and you will understand this is how we communicate. And yes, that's so beautiful. So come to Surabaya, learn some Japanese, and you can get some discount, right, Rice? And to bond with your team, because we always love the food, the drink, the moment that we are gathered together. So yes, here's some red rice to you. Try it. And now you can speak Japanese English lah. Come on, Tamami, this is for you.
No, I disagree, Elios. Diversity has no relation to the efficiency. If you said the bond is important, from my point of view, if you have good bonds and if you have good aim that binds your team into one, diversity makes it can add more efficiency in terms of having various ideas, and one person have good talents in here, the another person has good talents in here, and if you combine those great talents together, the team work will become more efficient. So in a nutshell, diversity has no relation in reducing team efficiency from my point of view. We can make it.
Thank you, everyone. I have plenty of questions. However, I don't have much time. So we will end our table topic for now. For you who hasn't speak, just sign up to speak for next meeting. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much, Inyati, for leading us on this very interesting table topic segment on to disagree or to agree. Which side are you on? Now, we agree that time is running short, but we disagree because we would like this meeting to go on because we are learning in a very fun moment. And next, we would like to invite our general evaluator to lead in session 4, which is on evaluation. I'd like to invite this Jasmine Smith.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, distinguished Toastmaster Kathy. May I ask the timer to share the timing for the speakers, please?
Yes, thank you.
For Deanne and Letitia.
Yes, for evaluators, 2 to 3 minutes. You'll see the green slide at 2 minutes, the yellow slide at 2.5 minutes, and the red slide at 3 minutes. And you'll have 30 seconds to complete. Back to you.
Okay, the time for the speakers, Deanne.
Oh, I apologize.
How long did she speak for, and Latia, please?
Okay, yes. The first speaker was 9 minutes and 26 seconds. And the second speaker was 5 minutes and 31 seconds.
Thank you very much. I will ask distinguished Toastmaster Ramesh to, at this point, share his evaluation of Toastmaster Deanne's speech.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Jasmine. Let me see. Can I see you, Deanne? Can I see you? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Thank you. Deanne, what a wonderful speech that was. So the speech was titled Creating the Best Club Climate. So this was a presentation that Deanne did, giving us the benefits of having a good climate within the club. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the glove technique to dissect this speech and looking for potential areas for improvement and also what Deanne did really well. So let's quickly look at the G for gestures and ground. So Deanne was nicely framed within the screen, visible, and she maintained eye contact throughout. Now, one possible area for improvement was that the gestures were a little bit on the low side. So if we just have a look at my hands, you can see them slightly above at the bottom of the screen. So if you're going to make gestures, make them in your face, make them close to the camera so we can all see the gestures. But again, you are visible and you are nicely presented and framed. The other thing I would suggest is in your speech where you were going through the various points, you were definitely signposting them. Point number 1, point number 2. maybe use your gestures to emphasize those. Point number one, point number two. And I think that will then add a bit more to your already great speech. Let's quickly talk about the ELF language. I really don't have a huge amount to say about your language because it was already very good in the first place. You talked about walking into a room where actually the room is silent, not welcoming, as an example. So you're describing what would be a bad experience. So I like that. I also like that you shared your own personal story rather than it being a dry presentation. You added your own personal story to the mix, which then gave it life. So thank you very much for doing that. I don't really have any areas for improvement in that regards. Let's talk about O for organization. So I like the way you opened up your speech. You welcomed everyone and you went through the slides. Now, some people really, they just talk about the bullet points and you're thinking, sorry, I can see the bullet points. I can read the bullet points. You're not really adding much value, but you didn't do that, which is absolutely fantastic. You actually used those as anchors and you told your own story there. So thank you again for that. And nicely structured. And then you finished at the very end with a call to action, which I thought was really, really good. So you talked about, well, go back into your own club and see how this applies to your own club. So I really like that. Let's talk about V for vocal variety and E for energy. So you were audible, you were clearly spoken. One thing I really liked is at certain points in your speech, you added a slightly longer pause. My recommendation is other areas of your speech came across to me as a little bit rushed, maybe opportunities to slow down, and where there were key points in your presentation, again, add a longer pause. Energy was really good throughout the speech. I was hooked, I was engaged, and I look forward to your next wonderful speech. Thank you very much, Deanne, for this awesome speech. Back to you, General Evaluator Jasmine.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ram, for that vivid evaluation of Diane's speech. It went beyond simple feedback. Wonderful. Our next evaluator is
Me.
Eliza, Distinguished Toastmaster. She will be evaluating Toastmaster Latia. Virtual lectern.
Actually, my eyes is little bit pain, so please don't spotlight me. Thank you. Leticia, is that Leticia? Okay, sorry. The idea that I never said. Did I ever tell you that I really love your voice? When you start your opening, it really makes me like, wow, I really go into your world. Leticia, you have a very wonderful voice. If nobody tell you, I want to tell you this. And your opening is really great. Like you are telling all of us the ideas that most of us have and relate to that. Some of us prefer to keep our ideas and we never want to speak up because why we don't want to speak up? So many reasons. And you bring this topic, I believe that make everyone in this room, and thank you to make everyone realize that all of us are too quiet for so many long time and we need to talk. I love the speech. It's very good. But if I can say a few things that maybe you want to add in your speech, there is two things that I want you to improve in your speech. One is if you can use your vocal variety more, put a little bit of dramatic and emotion into your speech. Because when you are saying that I have the same ideas with my friend, can you just try to create the drama about that little bit story, how your friend and your friend is actually come with the ideas and how it's actually happened and how it's hurt you. Maybe you can explore and elaborate more, so we can relate more into deeper to your story. Then after that, I also want you to try to put little bit from your voice, a vocal variety. Don't speak into a same tone. Put some emotion, like be loud, be seen. Put your vocal variety, put your body language. So when you are telling that, you are calling everyone and get your message even harder. Then I also want to say that when you are giving your speech, even you are sitting, maybe you want to try to use your hands, telling everyone, get engaged with the audience better. But other than that, I really love the speech. I really love your call to action. I believe that everyone now will started to think what idea they have, and will stop to not to speak their ideas. Everybody will speak after this. So thank you very much. Especially Tamami will say that you bring this idea during the meeting that we are going to get more exco. So everybody will get to get their idea. Thank you very much, Leticia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Eliza, for another vivid evaluation of the speaker. I will now call my accountant to share his report. Please forgive me, I cannot pronounce the name.
It is Anselm.
Aselima?
Anselm.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Please share your
It's
report.
okay.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. So for Ramesh, I have 6 1 so, 2 ends, and 3 repeats. For Tamami, I have 1 ha, 9 2 1 so, 4 ends, and 5 repeats. For Kati, I have 6 repeats. For Surya, I have 1 1 so, and 2 ya. For Diane, I have 2 repeats. For Leticia, I have 2 so, 4 ends, and 1 repeat. For Silva, I have 3 so. For Eliza, I have 2 5 so, 12 n, 1 but, and 8 repeats. Uniati, 2 2 so, 3 and 6 repeats. Susanna, 2 so. Ilios, 4 so, 5 and 1 repeat. Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Back to you.
Thank you, my accountant. And I refuse to butcher his name again, but that one on the screen, that's what I'm talking about. And it is his first time. Please open your mics and give a salute, a clap. Well done. Eliza, I think we should give him the Good Listener Award.
Yay!
Good Listener Award. Well done. Well done, accountant. Now it's time for my grammarian to share her report on how we did on especially our word of the day.
Oh, thank you, Jasmine. As the grammarian today, I listened to both grammar use and good word choice. First, I'd like to highlight some vivid language I heard. Many speakers used clear, vivid, and effective expressions such as a sense of ease, befriend the newbies, foster camaraderie, to grow and to be seen, thought took over me, consistency can be felt by the members, And the last expression, I like to share whatever I can. These words helped make the speeches more engaging and interesting. Well done, everyone. Regarding grammar, overall, the level was very good. I heard correct use of tenses and clear sentences, structures in most speeches. There were a few small areas for improvement. For example, instead of saying some member, it would be better to say some members because we used plural with some. And it would be better to say it happens because the verb that comes after it, we need to add the S. And also we have everyone need to communicate. It would be better to say everyone needs to communicate. Of course, these are minor points and they can be improved with more practice or a lot of practice. And the word of the day, vivid, is unfortunately used only 5 times. And to conclude, today's meeting showed strong language use and good effort from everyone. Back to you, Jasmine.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Marianne, our grammarian. Detailed report. Thank you so much. I will ask my timer to give her full report at this time.
Oh, I get it close to what you guys normally do in this meeting. As you heard already, the first speaker was 9 minutes and 26 seconds. Second speaker was 5 minutes and 31 seconds. The entire panel went for 22 minutes and 52 seconds. For table topics, the first grouping, the first two, were at 1 minute and 48 seconds. The second pair were at 1 minute and 54 seconds. And the third pair were at 2 minutes and 42 seconds. For evaluators, Aram was at 4 minutes and 4 seconds, and Eliza was 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Back to you.
Thank you, my timer, distinguished Toastmaster Sandra, for your detailed report. I will share my general evaluators report now. The time is now 11:28 by my clock. It means that we are 6 minutes. Is it behind time? We should be close to adjournment at this point. So I'll quickly share my report. The meeting started on time. Our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kathy, she did a very good job in taking us through the process. She shared the meeting, what the meeting would be about, the different sections, and that is always important in the Toastmasters meeting. So she shared what the different segments would be for the meeting. And one of the things that I like about the Toastmaster of the day, she did not evaluate the speakers. And for some Toastmasters, you have to be reminded that you must never evaluate the speakers. You share, quick thought, but never. We leave that role for the evaluator. So well done on that, Madam Toastmaster of the day. Another thing I like was the format of the meeting today. We had the prepared speech, we had a panel discussion. So that, the excitement, that was really catching for the meeting. Very good on that. I have just 2 recommendations. I would suggest that when we have for Toastmaster of the day or any member of the exec, if we could brief our functionaries of the requirements, because there are times that you will have persons from different clubs or doing different things. For example, for one club, you might have the timing for tabletop, which is 1 minute 45 seconds, and the maximum is 2:15. So you share the timing. So just brief your functionaries so that we don't have a repeat of what happened today where persons have to be asking what is the requirement for the particular club. So we share that beforehand. Also, for our table topic session, I think that was well done. The topics were very good, and I like the format of the table topics. Just to remind our table topic presenters to always share the timing for the table topics, so you don't have the timer asking, especially if there's a change to the format. So just share the timing and also share the purpose of table topics, and also at the end of the presentations that you just say a thank you to the presenters, and also encourage the presenters to share the word of the day. So that's for our table topics master. Overall, I believe that this is a good meeting. I just want to share a quick word on the evaluators. The evaluators definitely evaluated to motivate. The recommendations were sandwiched between the commendations. And so at the end of the day, they shared what went wrong, but at least they gave an example of what could be done in a particular situation. For example, when they were told about the gestures, they were shown how the gestures was done and how they could do better at that. So well done, evaluators, for evaluating to motivate. I believe all in all, this meeting was a wonderful meeting, and just to encourage us to keep within time, but wonderful meeting, and keep blazing. Advanced Club, World Travelers, well done.
Thank you very much, our January Battle Jasmine, for leading us through the evaluation session. And with that, I'd like to invite our Sergeant at Arms, Ram, to coordinate on the photo taking as well to share on the next meeting information.
Absolutely. So our next meeting is in 2 weeks' time. No, it's not. When is it? The 9th. It is in 2 weeks' time. I was right. I do apologize. Right, if you can and do want to be in the photo, please turn your cameras on. We will take a quick photo, and we'll take a serious photo to begin with your serious faces on, because this was a seriously good meeting. Elios, if you're on the call, please. There you go. Thank you so much. There's a few of you that still haven't got their cameras on. Janet, Fatima, Sylvie, Letitia. Last chance.
Janet,
Oh, Fatima, thank you. All right, let's
Janet,
just.
we will be in the magazine, you know, Janet. Okay. Sylvie? Okay, nobody.
Thank you so much, and back to you, Kathy.
Thank you very much. Now, time is, we have overrun, but we will still like to invite our club president, Tamami Nagayama, to share with us the closing address.
Thank you, superb meeting today. Learning new things is definitely my motivation. I learned new things, new perspectives and ideas out of all of you tonight, from two speakers especially, which is always inspiring. And I would like all of you to know that your message makes an impact on our members attending this meeting, whether you intend or not intend. On the other side, one of the interesting things in attending this club meeting with diversity of members for me is that I find that some thoughts are universal. Don't you think so? Living in countries so far away from each other, yet some things we think and feel are same. And it's very interesting. So sometimes I even feel like wanting to speak Japanese because I feel so close to you. Let's continue learning together. And I would like to invite our guests for some comments tonight. Susanna, would you like to give your comment? Thank you for coming.
I just put it in the chat. Thank you
Ooh.
so much. I am so happy to be here. I love this club, and this club is special because of each of you, each of what you bring to the table, how you support each other, how you care about coming together as a team and moving forward. And what I was looking at, and I sent a message, was you are 1 point away from Smedley Distinguished. And I think that that is an amazing feat. And I congratulate you on all the work that you've done this year and all the work that you continue to do. And I look forward to the next meeting that I'm able to join. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Susanna. And Dewey? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your
Yes.
name.
Thank you for the time. My opinion, this meeting is very, very good because we can take a listen. We can learn from all of you how to be better speaker, better leader, and I have a lot of friends from around the world. We know about the accent, we know about the culture, and we different background. So for me, it's I'm very proud. I'm staying here because you know my job. I seldom talk to other people because I'm only my cycle in engine room just only for to check about the engine every day. So from this meeting, I a lot of learn from all of you from the senior in here. I hope if I have free time like this one, I want to join the next meeting. Thank you, TM Tamami.
Thank you. Please do come